Hey, what's going on, Internet? Welcome to episode 3, the final episode of the Mono Redburn / Control deck. And we're playing against, what's his name? Good? Get Good? Something that I need to do, apparently. So... what do we got here? I think it's 85 cards. We only have 2 lands, but we do have 12 damage over a certain number of turns, plus a Skull Crack, plus a Banefire, and an Anger. So we're going to get risky. And we see Plains. So, I mean, we don't really have much in the way of interaction outside of this Banefire and an Anger. So at least he doesn't have 1 drop into Ethereal Armor. But he could have a Raise the Alarm, so... question is, do I want to Spear? No, I want to get in for 3 first. I mean, if he wants to Raise the Alarm to save 2 damage, he can. And I won't care. Now, if I don't draw a land on my next turn, I am going to Spear. And if I do draw a land, then I'm just going to... well, now I'm just going to Spear. He played a Wall of Omens. So that's slightly annoying. But we can get around that eventually. Might have to involve some Anger trickery. So he's going big. I mean, looks like we're going to be holding up Skullcrack for a bit to stop any Pelakka Worm shenanigans. Four, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're still good there. There's no sense in playing a Hellspark Elemental for no damage. I would like to draw a Seismic Strike. A Doubling Season. Okay. Now I think here I am just gonna bolt the face against More Good. Question is, do I want that land? And I think with 6 spells in hand, I do. I don't know what he's planning on Doubling Season. I guess a Michaeloth would be really good, and we'd probably just immediately die. There's a Phantom General. And an Ethereal Armor. So he does have an Ethereal Armor, which is funny. So it was very nice of him to show us that. So can we kill that? I mean, we only have really 1 instant speed way to kill that Phantom General. So maybe we just Anger here. Anger and shock the wall away. Yeah, it might be the safest play. You probably don't need to be holding up this Skullcrack anymore. I don't know. I mean, you could never tell, but I don't know if this is a Pelakka Worm deck. So he has another Cultivate. I just hope he doesn't have another Wall of Omens. Don't have another Wall of Omens. Okay, Paragon of New Beginnings. Or something to that effect. Alright, so I'm actually just going... I'm going to be super conservative here. Because he's going to go for the armor on it. That much I know. So I'm going to shock it. And then if he has a God's Willing, then I can just thunder it. We still got a lot of direct burn in hand. That's a Captain of the Watch. I guess I should have and a Hero of Eros. So I guess I should have shocked that. But, you know, I might need the shock later for mana efficiency. Alright, the question is, how low can we get him until he kills us? He has a Ethereal Armor. So the Ethereal Armor will actually be +3, +3 to that. So 6, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. So you can one-shot us with an Ethereal Armor. Yeah, he's a soldier for Captain to watch? That sucks. So, I mean, if we blow a Banefire here, we can't win. Like, we need that Banefire to win. We might just have to shock something. Alright, so we'll get in 1 damage and save ourselves lethal. But if he has 2 auras for that hero, we're probably just dead. Because we have to blow both our shocks. So we know that's coming. Yeah, I think I completely... I fucked up. I should have shocked that Paragon. He has a Raise the Alarm. Okay. I don't know if we can find enough damage next turn. We take him to 7. We would need the last anger to win. So I blew it. I blew this game. I got a little bit too cautious when he flashed that Ethereal Armor to us. But wait, no, one off lethal. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he just lets this through. See if we can win another turn. He has 9 tokens, so even if we Banefire the Captain. So he goes to 6. Yeah, so I blew it. If I would have been able to save that Resounding Thunder. Then I think we would have got there. So I could have just Resounding Thundered the hero instead of double shocking it. So I fucked up. That's okay. It's not okay if you fuck up and you don't realize why you fucked up, then that's not okay. But you know, fucking up like that, sure. I'll take it, I'm sure. Sure everyone's gonna throw some thumbs downs at me, but okay. I had thumbs down that video too, or at least that game. You know, that anger was probably, you know, a little bit premature, but I mean, I think we have to do it there. But no, I definitely could have played that game a lot better. So let's see, what's new? Apparently the Duel's Origins embargo is being lifted tomorrow. Why there's even, you know, a journalist embargo on it to begin with, I don't understand. I mean, if you go look at the spoiler list for paper, like, they've already spoiled like over 66% of the cards. Like, almost 200 cards have been spoiled already, so I don't know why they, you know, can't be showing us duels. Some articles have said that it comes out on the iPad on the 8th, which is next Wednesday, and everywhere else on the 15th, which is the Wednesday after that. So, and they also mentioned cross-platform play, but I'll believe that when I fucking see it. But if that's in there, good. Not to hear all these Steam people yap at me all the time about how much better their competition is. We get it. I heard you the first time. The thing is, though, like, you know, I have an iPad. I can play it on my iPad, but the accounts don't transfer over. So anything I would earn on the iPad would not apply to when I start playing it on my Xbox. So the iPad will just be kind of a testing ground. Anyways, I'm going to pause this video since it's taking a little bit to find a game, and I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. That only took 7 minutes against Archer 187, yo. So in the last video, I was accused of a lot of salt, a lot of bitterness. But come on, you got watch that video. Like that guy with the mono hoplite deck, like he did the timer flash, which is, you know, the duels version of ha 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 at you, like after every time. Like, and all that guy did was just, you know, he resolved a Satyr Hoplite with God's Willing protection and put a Fear of the Bitten on it. And then he laughs at us. And then the second time we play him, like, you know, we get him to spend the God's Willing so we can untap and, you know, kill his Satyr Hoplite again. Like, he laughs at us after he blows the first God's Willing. And it's like, it's not even salty him. It's just generally like, you're stupid. Like, why would you laugh? Yeah, okay, take something. He can take whatever he wants, really. Brain Maggot, I'm not too concerned with. It's the Spectres that are going to be a problem. This guy's like, shit, what do I take? Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's the Spectres that I'm worried about. So if he plays a Spectre, I'll probably just shock the Maggot and discard a shock just to get a 1/1 off the board. He's got green. Okay, that's a shitty draw. So we're kind of screwed on mana here, but that's what happens. Alright, just leaves the battlefield, so he doesn't have to die. So just double checking. Anger will get that shock back if he plays something worth angering, like a Graveborn Muse. Only taking 1 a turn, who cares? Not having to discard anytime soon to hand size. He's not playing or hasn't drawn any Liliana Spectres yet, so I'm happy for that. And he has to turn 4 Cultivate. So he's going to be playing something big soon, so we need to get this Seismic Strike online. Which is why, you see these 2 cards? If you want to cycle this, you make this card extremely worse. So I think I answered that question in the comments, like, why I'm not, quote-unquote, splashing a forest and a swamp. It's because of this. I mean, he knows I'm just sitting on mono removal. Oh, fuck me, dude. Alright, well, if I'm gonna have to discard a shock anyways. Is he gonna Undying Evil? He's gonna Vapor Snag. Okay. Alright, things that aren't getting cast anytime soon. This Geyser and this shock. Actually, I want to keep the shock for the Brain Maggot that's coming back. So this is a terrible matchup for this deck. Like, any kind of discard. absolutely terrible. And, you know, being stuck on 4 lands is it's not that great either. Probably at some point I should be bolting the face to get my scry on. If he has another Mind Rot, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. And he has another Mind Rot. Treasured Find, Mind Rot. So, I guess this is okay. This is a deck. Alright, so with him at that high of a mana cost, I don't think Anger's doing anything anymore. And with this stuck on 4 mana, I don't think Seismic Strike is doing much anymore. And he is going to Brain Maggot us. And with the trigger on the stack, I'm just gonna fucking shock it because I want that bolt. So we've only done 4 damage to him, and we've lost all those cards. We haven't really lost a Health Spark, but... Alright, we just want to hit our land drop for this turn. Extremely unlikely we were going to win. We discarded 4 cards. And if he's got anything big, like if he has a Pelakka Worm, then we're just done. He has a Chasm Skulker, though. And a Bloodghast. Let's go. Top deck Anger. Nope. So... I don't want to lose to this. This may seem loose. Are you gonna Vapor Snag it again? Like, that's a weird... Let's play Undying Evil, you weirdos. Like, he denies me the scry, which sucks. But... Alright, so he has a Skulker and an Unknown card. Yeah, I would just be playing Undying Evil. Like... I figured he was going to go bigger. I kind of wish I had that Anger now. We have another one in the deck. So we're just going to... do that. And we're going to get our Health Spark on. And I don't know what he's got. Is he gonna Vapor Snag that? We're in trouble. This last episode, not going very well. Anyways, I don't understand, like, you know, how Escaflowne, I guess his name was, the weeaboo. Like, I don't know how me just, you know, making fun of him and making fun of his name, like how that equates into me being bullied or beaten as a child. Like, how do you guys arrive at that? It's weird. So he has another card. I'd imagine it's another fucking Vapor Snag. The Sick Tech. I mean, I guess Vapor Snag beats Anger of the Gods, but if I was playing a deck like this, I'd be playing Undying Evil. And, yep. So it has to be Anger of the Gods next turn, the last one. We're on a 2-turn clock. Bloodghast will have haste now. I mean, like I said, you can't... We discarded 4 cards, and we had to fucking waste 2 spells on a fucking Brain Maggot. Like, it's just too much for this deck to overcome. We're not drawing very well. He's got 2 spells in hand. Probably just weird counter spells. And we're going to top deck another land. Oh, it's a Seismic Strike. So we are not dead. We give ourselves a turn if he doesn't have a counter. But, you know, Vapor Snag is also lethal now. I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm trying to top deck that Anger guy's dog. Another Vapor Snag. Like why? That makes no sense. So, I mean, this guy won. Like, I played bad last game. Like, I'm not going to pretend I didn't play bad. I played bad last game in defeat. This guy is playing bad in victory. Nope. So, yeah, we just couldn't draw out of the awful thing. You have another Vapor Snag? I mean, he's got 2 cards in hand. So, yeah, I guess that was a brew. One of the things I talk about being results-oriented, like, is this mono red deck bad because I just lost 2 games in a row? No, I don't think it is. Do I think that guy's deck is good because it beat us? No, I think it could definitely be improved upon. Like, I don't even know. He's just running the green for Cultivate and Treasured Find. Like, that just seemed... It didn't seem very focused. It just matched up well against us. Like, that's not a deck I think is good. Like, when this mono red deck with the other guy played the Armored Spear Bone Wand against us, like, that was interesting. I'm like, okay, that seems like a, you know, a reasonable idea. That, you know, mono... I mean, the discard deck splashing green for those cards, I don't think that's really good. Sure, it got us, but I still don't think it's good. We can lose to anything. It's a card game. Anyways, back to Escaflowne. Yeah, like... So that guy, like, timer scams us at the end and freezes the game. Is constantly doing the timer laugh throughout the game. Like, how obnoxious... Like, imagine you played, like, a real game and, like... You know, someone counters your spell or God's willing you and, like, you know, types a smiley face to you or laughs after every time. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? So I don't get how you guys equate that to childhood abuse. But okay. Yes, I was put in a burlap sack and beaten by my parents. What? People need to check yourselves. Like, before you hit the post button, reread what you wrote. Just gonna try and find another game. Are we really gonna go out like that on 2 straight losses? Yeah, thinking back to the first game, I could have definitely won that game. I played poorly. Second game, we're at the mercy of the top decks, and... You know, I discarded the wrong things. I thought he was going to go big. He never did. So, you know, I definitely should have kept that Anger. He didn't really show me... You know, when I discarded that Anger, all he had shown me was Brain Maggots and Vapor Snags. I didn't know other nonsense was going to join the party, but, you know, he had the Vapor Snags to save them all anyways. Come on, find me another game. One 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. I really hope this is not the case with Dual Origins and people are actually really interested in it. And actually, I just hope it has the fucking cross-platform play, even though, like, I'm not holding my breath. But, you know, we'll never have problems finding games if it's cross-platform. Anyways, I'm going to pause, I'll be right back, and probably do one more game, and move on. Hey, alright, we're back. Another 5 minutes. That's Goldo crack, and he hit the button, and we're on our way. So we'll see if we just crash and burn here at the end. I mean, we already kind of have. I'm probably not going to play a 4th game, so this will be the last one. And we're not keeping a 1-lander. I'm not even going to look at that hand. A 2-lander Armillary Spear, sure. And, you know, people want to play the semantics games. Like, you know, even though you can lay away the costs on this Armillary Spear, to get the effect of the spear, you do end up sinking 4 mana into it. So, word it how you want. Get upset that I call it the 4 mana divination that only draws you lands. But that's what it does. Next turn, we're probably just going to crack it before we even play our land to disguise that we have a land in hand. Definitely disguise the fact that we have 2 lands in hand. So we'll see. Mono blue something. You're gonna have to tap out for something eventually. A Windrake. Yeah, I'll kill that. Why not? Question is, do I kill the next thing? Another Windrake. Yeah, sure. We have the old Pitch-Bearing Anger of the Gods thing again. But you know, if he wants to play Bounce your Pitch-Burn Devils 800 times, then we can just pop the Anger. So he must be on mono blue flyers. Stuck on 3 land. Oh, he hit the 4th. Yep. He's probably gonna nullify that on the way down. Which, I'll play draw go with you. Eventually you're going to have to tap out for something. And when you do, I'll get you. Good old Talrand. And Bone Wand. Hello, Talrand. Alright, now it's time to get creative. Really? Again? Fuck, I need that land. Like, what are these Mind Rot decks, dude? This is fucking killing me today. I need that Anger. I mean, I guess it's gotta be the Pitch-Burn Devils that have to go. And a Brain Maggot. Well, that's not gonna work. You can take the Anger, and all I'm gonna do is just bolt. I mean, it's not gonna work out for him there. Alright, since we know he's playing discard, and we just draw an Anger off the top. So actually, I don't want to reveal that, so I'm just gonna bolt his face. Oops, I don't want to bolt myself. Hit the Brain Maggot. Get the Anger back. Do I want to draw a Banefire? I think I do. And then get rid of Talrand. Do another 2. Let's he plays another Brain Maggot, we just get our anger back. If he plays a Spectre, then he got us. Does he just not have counter spells? He has to have counter spells. Alright, we are just going in. So a Banefire for really 9 there. We're gonna need more than the anger to finish him off. We're gonna need one more spell to finish him off. Yeah, I think this would have been a fairly unwinnable game without the Bone Wand. Alright, Mind Rot for 1. He got the anger. Nothing we can do about that. I mean, he has another counter spell. But even if he counters it, something's going to take 4. We might as well just power up that, or just go for the win right now. Did he have a counterspell? Yeah, we don't want that. I guess he didn't. He must have had... I don't know what he had. One of those no point achievements. So anyways, yeah, Bone Wand got us out of that jam, and actually we beat the discard that time. So I think... if anything, this series, for those who are on the fence about Bone Wand and just want to, you know, run mono Skullcracks, like, you really can't, because you're eventually going to run out of cards, and, you know, the Bone Wand, you know, think of it like it casts, like, you know, the first spell, like, yeah, you get 1, then 2, it's like, you know, you're drawing and using shocks by playing other spells. It's almost like you're twin, you know, it gets to a point where you're just, like, twin casting or reverberating all your spells. So... it definitely won us a couple games over this series. Yeah, but I don't. We're not beating that deck without that extra Bone Wand damage. We just would have, you know, we ran out of cards basically. But okay, so that's it for this Mono Red series. I know some people like have been, you know, since we're getting towards the end here, like want me to try out a Mono Black or try and make Burning Inquiry work. I'll just say right now, Burning Inquiry is never gonna work. Maybe it will, but I'm not going to take the time with, you know, 2 weeks away from Origins to try and make that card work. Yeah, Mono Black, I mean, if I get to it, I get to it. But, you know, we only have 2 weeks left. I definitely, you know, want to do a Land Destruction deck. I definitely want to do Hakeem's Abzan Life Gain deck with whatever changes I may or may not make to it. And I want to do at least one Aura deck, since I haven't done any Aura decks yet. So that's 3 decks right now. You know, usually that's 3 to 4 days per deck series. So I might not have time to, you know, to get to a user request deck list. If I do, I'll do it, but I don't want to make any promises. Like, those 3 decks I just listed off, those will probably be the next 3 decks I play. I don't know in what order, but I will be playing those. And I know also Hakeem's been bugging me. He wants to get some games in on camera, too. So I might just not have the time until Duel's Origin starts to do those other decks. But, you know, I appreciate the request, though. Anyways, I'm going to take off. That was 3 games. Mono Red, Burn Control. It's decent. It's not bad. And, you know, Pittsburgh Nevils were actually, you know, pretty good to me. I liked them. You really don't see them too often outside the fat stacks. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Be back tomorrow for one of those 3 decks I mentioned. And take care. Bye.